What's up, what's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're here in Modern Warfare Zombies, and today we're going to be going over the best way to destroy or take out the Stormcaller here in Season 2. Now, I did this video a while back, but it's pretty much void at this point because they did nerf the tonfa, which was the secret weapon that you would use at that point in order to take on the Stormcaller. You were able to actually do it at a very low rarity, or fairly low rarity, fairly low pack-a-punch. So today we're going to be taking on the Ram 9. If you guys do need the loadout, it's going to be in the comment section down below, and it should be able to do pretty much the exact same thing, only this time we're not using a melee weapon. Now, essentially, this is my favorite weapon so far to use, or at least to use currently. Now, first things first, whenever you get into your match, before you even think about popping anything in order to actually take on the Stormcaller, one thing I do want to mention is check the location of where the Stormcaller is at. Make sure it is in the tier 1 zone, because if it's in the tier 2 zone, you can expect an extra bit of a challenge, and in the tier 3 zone, pretty much a similar thing. So in the tier 2 zone, these zombies will be tier 3, being a little bit more souped up, being a little bit more challenging, and obviously in tier 1, you're going to be setting yourself up for the easiest chance at success. Now, the other thing alongside this is that you won't have to be Pack-a-Punch level 3, meaning all of the items that we're going to be using are things that you could come in with or be able to play for a short amount of time, getting easy access to those items or being able to suit yourself up in the exact same form. I do recommend self-revives, of course. If you guys can get a gas mask, do that in a match beforehand. That way, when you guys do come in, you are a little bit prepared. Then, of course, you're going to want to spawn in some perks. I definitely recommend the Deadwire ammo mod, as the Stormcaller or the Disciples in general are actually weak to it. Then you do want to have a couple of perks. Of course, Juggernaut is going to be good. We're going to have Stamina up. We're going to have PhD here. We're going to have Speed. And, of course, Deadshot. Deadshot's going to be great for this. You're going to want to hit those headshots doing increased damage. Now, we are going to be doing this with a blue tool and a Pack 2 crystal, both of which you guys should be able to spawn in with at least once per day. If not, you guys, again, can go in with a Pack 1 crystal or something, work your way up via contracts and getting enough essence to then hit that Pack 2. Then once you guys are suited up for that, you guys will be able to take this on. So, first things first, let's go ahead and pop our perks. Let's set ourselves up for success. And then I'm going to go ahead and head over to the other side of the match where our real competition will be. So we are Pack 2. We do have our Deadwire ammo mod. We are rarity of blue. And we do have our perks, pretty much setting ourselves up for success. Again, you guys could gear yourself up more if you would like, but at that point you would risk yourself probably getting over to the Stormcaller and possibly someone else having eliminated it. So you are going to want to get over there as quickly as possible. And a durable gas mask should be way more than enough. You can get these for 4,000 essence in the tier 3 zone at the buy station. So if you guys want to save up and grab one of those, I definitely recommend that as well. So let's go ahead and head over to the Stormcaller and we'll see what we can make happen. Okay, so once you're over in the storm, you then have to actually find the Stormcaller. If they're not in here and you can't find them, I mean, somebody else has beat you over to the location. That's the unfortunate part about it. Why am I'm not even hitting crits on this guy. Okay, come on. Should be able to hold that off. Go to reload here. Gotta get actual crits on him. There we go. Now we're doing some damage. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Okay. And the good news, too, when you're doing this, is that you can actually leave the area and come back, and his health shouldn't be regained. Unless he heals off of you, you shouldn't have any issues with that. I'm trying to get just enough to get us a whatchamacallit, an energy mine. Go ahead and play it up real quick. Go ahead and reload. The other thing I like about SMGs is you can reload super fast. Come on. All right, there we go. We're still looking good here. Gotta play it up, play it up. Now, of course, this is still a little bit of a challenge, and you can gear up more than this than I did, if you want. It's really up to you. Okay, I need to get away from him so he doesn't play it up. So I can play it up, I mean. Oh, that'll cheese him, but we're not going to do that. Oh, I got hit by the lightning. That was horrible timing. Wait, why did my gun go away? I swapped to fist. I didn't want to do that. Okay, boom, reload. If you have a Magza holding, you'll be in really good shape. Now, we're actually doing a lot of damage to him. You got to make sure to hit him in the hand. We're looking way better now. Okay, still looking good. Our gas mask's going to run out eventually here. Okay, all right, we're going to head out real quick. Okay, so this is exactly what my point is. We can go over to this, and we shouldn't lose any of our progress. So we'll head over. Did a little bit of damage. Now this thing's definitely strong enough to take on the zombies, and it is more than strong enough to actually do damage to the Stormcaller. So we should be good. We just got to go over here, hit this, refill our durable. It does actually depend a little bit on where this thing is. Now something that'll definitely make this way easier would be to have the mags of holding, but more than likely you're not going to be running around with that available to you all the time. So I didn't want to include that today, but that would definitely make this a lot easier. Should be able to break it. Come on. I wish the crit, like, it would crit on his hand. Okay, we're looking good now. Did that not throw a decoy? Or does it just not work? Okay, we're looking all right now. This is where it gets tricky. You gotta go get ammo and come back. You gotta go get ammo and come back. Come on. Break it. I have the ability to break it. You just got to hit with every bullet. Get a little bit more ammo, hopefully. Yep. Okay, we're cooking. Okay, still cooking. Whenever he's shocked, or whenever there's like shock nearby, or you see the electric bolt, it's working. We got this, and we cooked. Now, was I say that was the easiest thing in the world? Absolutely not. You definitely want to watch out for this thing too. Stupid lightning bolt. Absolutely not. It's definitely a lot harder than it was previously with the tonfa and probably some of the other weapons that we've had throughout this time. We did get a thing. We did get our gold skull. We could stow all that. So we were able to make it happen. Now, I did have to visit the resupply a couple of times. That is unfortunate just because of the zombie situation. We actually had way more zombies at the beginning for some reason than we did the second part. But essentially, that would be my recommendation for taking it on. I didn't even really go down. I think my biggest issue was the ammo. And again, if you have mags of holding, you'd be able to pick up ammo a little bit more often. This weapon does tend to run out of ammo a little bit more often than some of the other ones, but I think it's one of the best options for this specifically. That way you can go in pack 2, that way you can go in with only a rare tool, and you'll still be able to do enough damage output to be able to shoot the hand, disrupting, you know, the leech ability, be able to take the zombies on efficiently, and again, take on the Stormcaller in general. But we were able to take it on here, so hopefully this will help you, or this setup will help you. If you are still struggling just using these tips that I gave you guys today, make sure you guys come in with a pack 3 crystal, or even an epic or legendary tool if you have one of those available. An epic tool is just going to make this easier, but I wanted to give you a method that would be something that you could try multiple times. All right, so a couple things. Make sure you come in with some perks. Jug is important. Quick revive would be great. Speed, cola, stamina up, the things that are going to benefit you the most. Make sure you come in with your pack 2 crystal, your rare tool, and you'll be pretty much geared up for success. Having extra self revives does help, but I don't think you guys should have too many issues with it. Bring some decoys. You could go out of your way to get Casimirs, as throwing those could be a nice distraction for the zombies. You'll be able to take them out pretty quick. Make sure you do know where your resupply is nearby, and you shouldn't have too many issues again with it. I think the real issue here is that they kind of buffed up the Stormcaller now that the tonfa is no longer able to take it out quite like it was before, and it does make it quite a bit more of a challenge than it was earlier in the mode's existence. Don't forget to check the pinned comment down below for the loadout for the Ram 9 SMG, but hopefully with these tips and tricks, you guys will be able to take on the Stormcaller a little bit easier. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.